Well, welcome, welcome. We are heading in to see if there's any other things that we can fix up in our little time portal here. So here we go, loading in. Yeah, we're going to go around and take a look at all the deliveries. We're going to see if we can get them 100%. Oh, I wonder if this has got a little bit of transparency to it. Let's look and see. No, it just says chroma key, unless that's counting as the green. Let's see. There we go. All right, that's a little bit too green on the edge. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. No see-through with it now. Okay. All right. Here we go. Launching in. We're going to try the deliveries and see where that gets us. We're going to try, oh, I will try talk a little louder today. Not that it's going to make any difference. Move that up a little bit, see if that makes a difference too. All right, where are we? Showing up. Let's see, let's see. Oh, the lack there is showing us see-through. That's interesting. All right, we will go check it out. All right, here we go. Where are you, pony? What did it say? No horses could be found. Oh goodness, that's not a good sign. Maybe my horse was eaten by something. Who knows? Where's the stables? Let's take a look. All right, settings. We're going to make sure we've got some good sound happening in here. All right, good enough. All right. Let's see. If she's not going to come. All right, we'll head over. No. Try that again. All right, let's get in there close. Oh, valid coordinates for my horse. All right, that means I have to head over to back into here, head to the stables. Oh, they're not far away at all. Okay, good enough. Guess we could just fast travel there rather than trying to slash. Why are you not working? Let's go back and see. Alright, T. There we go. TX. Alright, we're going to fast travel over to the stables. And I'm going to try and talk loud so that I'm not whispering. I know that that can be hard when you can't hear what I'm saying. So let's get that up. Make sure we got some sound coming through. Where would you be? Let's take a look at that. Let's just close all those. So here we'll get out of this, and we will head over to get a horse. If we have to heal him. All right, there we go. Oh, I could bring out my pink horse. I have been missing my pink horse. There we go. Let's make you the main. And let's give you a call. Oops, out of there. So I was really glad not to have to experience the snow through the winter. I know a lot of people said, oh, we'd love to have snow, but frankly, being from Canada, it was not going to be a top priority. It's snowy outside, and while we don't have a lot of snow this year, we have enough that I don't want to add it into a place that I love to hang out, if that makes sense. I was thinking the other day about putting a saddle on, and then I thought, well, wait a minute. What if I... Not that. Where's the... There we go, I think. Let's try number 3. Now I have a saddle. There we go. I was finding with a lot of the saddles that I'm pulling out that I don't have stirrups. So I thought, instead of worrying about that, how about if I just use one of these special saddles that, because there's not really anything, to be perfectly honest, that I need with everything stored on the horse. When you can just hit 5, call out a wagon, any number of wagons, you could load tens of thousands of things onto that. So, but let's make sure we have a rifle out and something to scan. Let's keep the little pea shooters out there too. Alright, go back to my bolt. And what was, those are good. Alright, I only have one shot left there, so I guess I better make it count. So, what are we going after here? I kind of just want to shoot something so that I have used that last shot. Let's see. Yeah, and that's high velocity as it is, so that I can load up some more ammo. I don't recall shooting that many things, but I guess I must have. Because I had loaded up all of them. Okay, so there's an alligator right up there, so let's just go visit him. There's one right here. Let's not go so far. If we could just take this fella. Now we have explosive is all that's left, and we don't really want to do that. So let's go into ammo. And we'll take, oh, I only have explosive left. That's interesting. All right, well, let's call, oh, look how dirty you are. Oh, my goodness. There's a lot of alligators in here. I wonder if this one's going to be perfect. It is, all right, good enough. I truly do love everything about this game. So, oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to call up, let's call up that one because I think I put some ammo on there. There it is, right over there. Alright, grab from the wagon. Grab some more rifle ammo. Alright, right click the mouse and U for open stash. I stored a few things over here, but let's just narrow it down to ammo. No, this side ammo. There we go. Alright, so we have, let's go with 2 of those. And, oops, back to this side. I want M. Alright, we're going to pull 2 of those over. And then we're going to go back to here and to there. Let's get some ammo from there. That's got 2 of those. And, oops, it keeps reverting back to the other side. I think we need this one here, 2 of those. Excellent. Oh, I know, we were going to check and see how our sound was working out. So if we go into our YouTube, close a few of those. So I'm watching this stuff going on with Venezuela. Wow, there's no wonder we escape into the past, right? I mean, 1899 was still vicious, but good grief. Stuff that's going on right now is just kind of mind-boggling, to be honest. All right, where you go? Put that back. All right, oh, pony, come on back. Let's get our ammo loaded, and we really need to clean you, don't we? All right, so we need some, come on, back into the pockets, back into the pockets. There we go. Ammo. So we're going to load some of this. Come on, that. And some of that. And a little of that. And I think we've already got the explosive loaded, so we don't need any more of that. So let's see. Yeah, the only thing we're missing is split point, which I could make or buy. I just haven't the interest right now. It doesn't make much difference. With other, I mean, it would give me like more ammo. That's about it. But right now, I'm gonna put it onto the regular, and we're gonna. We could take that 3-star, but truthfully, I could you just sitting right there. Oh, see, you don't see it until you get there. I wonder about him. Yeah, I could get him. See, that was just fun because I could. Oh, look at him go. Skiddling about. Yeah, he was moving pretty fast. Alright, so let's jump in here. Hopefully we scared everything away, but that guy there looks like he'd like to eat me. Or get off the alligator. Oh my goodness, that's gonna go bad. Skin him quick before that other guy comes after you. Alright, we're just gonna drop it because you can't do anything with it, really, unless we call our wagon. I don't. You know, one of the things that I've really noticed is after you play for a while, you sort of start to want something a little more from every action. And I don't know, I've noticed it with lots of people. They kind of get to a point where they don't really want to do, they don't want to hunt or do those sorts of things. They like the socialization, and that's what's really interesting because if you, as I have disclosed on a number of occasions, I am on the spectrum, and I find that I really don't enjoy the idea of having to be around people. What I really love is when people come in, use Time Portal, be here, and their enjoyment, even if I'm not involved, is way more fun for me than if I had to actually be here. Not because I don't know how to act in social situations. You know, masking teaches you that from a very young age, what people will accept as, what is acceptable to people, what's proper behavior to them. But if you happen to be on the spectrum and you can't really immediately tell, you make a lot of mistakes, and people don't really accept anything out of the norm. Let's go take a look and see where we should head with this. Should we be heading back to roads with it, or should we continue on? I guess we should go to roads. I'm gonna go take a look at the house over there and just see. I haven't been to the house in a long time. I know since I travel I will probably lose this, but as I was saying, it's less about making lots of money or ranking up. It's way more about understanding how everything. Oh, so it did travel with me. It usually does the very first time. So I had lots here. I was getting started. I was excited. But I just got tired of the demands from people. I know they're not trying to be this or be that, but they just wanted so much. And every time I would fix something, instead of actually going and looking to see if it was fixed, they would continue to tell me it was broken. And I would ask them to please make a ticket, and they would act like they didn't know how to do that, or they would just be sort of deliberately, or even accident, or not deliberately, but they would be um, difficult. What the heck was that? Oh goodness, she lost all her makeup. That's sad. All right, let's go in. Let's see if we can do a delivery. What will you want, Marcel? I like Marcel's old French accent. I don't like how he talks now. He's, you know, obviously some American decided that that's the way a Frenchman should be talking. I don't know what their thought was. I loved that Marcel. See, this is just stupid. whoever did this, that's not Marcel. You could even fake. I mean, I could talk like a Frenchman if I wanted to and say things, but this person had to make him American because we know how great America is. Well, I guess he just felt that if he didn't speak with an American accent, it wouldn't be as something. I don't know. I have no interest. All right, so let's see. Yes, I'm definitely not a solid Trump supporter. Hate him with a passion. I mean, with a real passion. Like the guy's wingnut. He's going to destroy America and try and bring Canada down with him. And generally, I would say no politics, but I think that we've actually gotten beyond that as being okay, because if you don't have an opinion and you sit back and you let this happen, I mean, that's how fascism spreads, is people just they don't do anything, and then you're kind of stuck with, what happened to Nazi Germany. Let's see if we can give ourselves some of these. And a lot of people will say things like, oh, you shouldn't do this, you should do everything yourself. Good God, if I'm testing everything, do you honestly think I have time to test, play the game, visit with everybody, create the game? Yeah, can't happen, won't happen. But if you want to come in and be here, I am 100% supportive. Uh, and I'm going to be honest. I have nothing against people that are American. I'll be very sure that I have family that's in America. I have a great deal of, um, I guess, comradeship with Americans. We, shared a democracy. At this point, it doesn't matter what the American people hate it. If Trump got elected and they don't do anything about it, remember how Germans were treated after World War II? Well, buckle up, because that's what's in store for you. You can say that you don't like what's happening, but if you are a Trump supporter and you believe that he's doing everything fine, get ready, bitches, because you're going to go down when the rest of the world decides that you're the problem and you're enabling Russia. So shut the fuck up with your whining and fucking bitching, because you're the problem. So yeah, whoever's watching right now, if that offends you and you're American, well, you should be offended, because we are certainly offended by what's going on. All right, so let's go see if we've got sound on, and if anybody, wants to pipe in about the politics, they're more than welcome. But if people start saying that he's a wonderful man and you have not one damn thing, not one shred of evidence to say that he's anything other than a rapist, convicted felon, um, tax evader, draft dodger, those are facts. You could say that you like him, but what you're really saying is you're so thrilled with the fact that he lets you be just as evil as he is, and that's why it's impossible to be supportive of America, regardless of which citizens choose what. If you don't control what's going on in your country, you support it. End of story. That's why revolutions exist. I'm not suggesting that you need to, that you should. I'm just saying that if you were unhappy and democracy is failing in your country anymore, you don't have a lot of other options other than an uprising or an assassination, and those things would effectively end his reign. And I'm not telling anyone that they should be doing that. But I am saying that if you had had your wits about you, you wouldn't have elected him in the first place and caused all these problems to so many other people. So anyway, enough said. All right, so we're adding 92 moonshine. Oops, I forgot to put my own number in there. Moonshine blue, yellow, I think it is. Moonshine underscore. Oh, darn it. I'm 12. How can I be 12? Did it not shut down at all? Okay, I gotta look at that and see what that's about. You'll see the side of my head because what that means is that I'm looking at the monitor beside me. Okay, okay, okay. And we'll take a look at listen, see if we've got any sound. Oh, I have to have the volume on full to get it. Wow. You'll see the side of my head because what that means is that I'm looking at the monitor beside. And I got double the sound, so crappy, crappy, crappy. Anyway, I think that ends that test. We'll have to go and take a look and see what else we can do. I wanted to take that mission, but I have to give myself those, so I'll do that again. Get back to my head. Alright, moonshine underscore yeller. And the 92 was supposed to be on the end there, not there, so dummy. 1, 2, 3. Put the 92 over here. Yeah, one of the reasons that I started to do. What the heck did I just do? I don't care. Okay, gotta do that again because I put the wrong. I needed 12 in there. 12. Now let's see. Yeah, it worked. Okay. I do not know why it went all glary like that. So get out of there, out of there, out of there. I have no idea why it's doing that. Stop! Okay. Just laid all down something weird going on here. Alright, so let's go over here. I don't know what did that, but it's making us pretty darn bright. Alright, so I'm going to just try and do a delivery and see what that does. Come on, Marcel. Don't be speaking that accented American idiots. Oh, God. Alright, let's see. Let's go to there. And then let's take mission. I don't have enough. Okay, what did it? Oh, maybe it needs something new now. 93. Oh my God, I'm short. Can't believe I did that. Okay, so we need one more of these. So back that down to, let's go with 2, just in case. Okay, now let's try Marcel. Come on over here. Don't talk that silly accent. Oh, I wish I could replace that. Wouldn't that be like... That's really weird how it's gone bright like that. Oh, shut up, moron. Alright, we're going to go moonshine wagon outside. Let's see. Oh, and this bright light seems to go away as soon as I go outside. Oh, good. Goody, goody, good. Good, good, good. Alright, so we need moonshine. Moonshine wagon, I believe. Moonshine wagon. So I probably can't talk loud enough to be heard really well because it does get a little bit echoey when I do that. But did I get my gun? Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Alright, let's run along here. I don't know if we'll be... I don't think we get chased on this one. I'm pretty sure that we can make this delivery all the way to Valentine. So, what a gorgeous Christmas, winter it's been. I mean, we've had here on our side of Canada, by the west, we've had a beautiful, beautiful winter. I mean, literally the best winter I recall ever. It's been, like last night, I would say it was a dusting of snow, and all we had was maybe an inch and a half, 2 inches, and then we get this little dust. It's quite nice, I gotta tell you. Quite nice. It hasn't gotten cold. I think that we're probably going to get a couple days of minus 20 Celsius, maybe. But so far, not the beginning of January, it doesn't look like, so maybe, possibly, it'll go out with a bit of a flurries, but it still couldn't ruin what's been the very best winter. It's been mild, no storms. We had the power go out a couple of times. I mean, by now, in all the years we've lived where we are, which is 15 years now, almost, or maybe 13 years. I'd have to sit down and think about it, but we've had guaranteed. We've had um, a storm around winter that was a blizzard. We've had, trying to go to work where I had to literally dig my car out. We've had where you could not drive because the ruts were too deep and you high centered. And, this year it's just been wonderful. I mean, even the time that my hubby took off, he didn't find himself driving through a lot of bad weather. Sometimes he takes, um, between Christmas and New Year, he'll take off. And after New Year, it's not usually bad because whenever it gets cold, you don't usually have cold and snow. Because for you to get the snow, it almost always has to be warm enough. When it's too cold, we tend to just have um, blowing snow. Like you could have winds and stuff like that, but you don't usually get snow minus 40 and a blizzard. That's pretty rare. I shouldn't say for Canada. I should be clear that I'm talking about for us. Sorry about that, Billy boy. Okay. All right. It does not want me doing anything else but sitting here. So I still had lots of time. Look at that. I still had at least 11 minutes to do this delivery. 258. That's not really good pay, but I adjusted a lot of things because what I found is people had way too much money. They were no longer, let's get that lasso out. They were no longer, what is it? What's the saying? If you keep people busy or they will find trouble to get into. And that's sort of what I sort of found is that if people don't have something to do, then they, no, I'm not going to turn the whole thing in because we kind of engineered in time portals so that because the carcasses were kind of disgusting and for the longest time we couldn't put them in the wagons. So what we did was made them so that they disappeared right away. Where's my horse? I guess my horse isn't really around right now. Let's close that up so the little piggies don't get out. Come on, horse, where are you? There you go. Oh, your saddle's gone too because Oh, if I'm on you when I fast travel, it didn't disappear. That's very interesting. Let's get a load of these on here, just for the fun of it. That's one of the easiest ways to do this. No, you're not getting out, you little brat. Come back here. All right, let's go get him before he gets away. Excuse me. There we go. And let's see, is that other guy going to come running towards me? Of course. Dummy. Come back here. Oh, we got a balloon collision. That's what I have to do. I have to go and fix all the locations so that those balloons are showing up properly. Come on. Thank you. So with Red Dead 3 sounding like it might be on the creation list now, they're not announcing it, but I mean, people have sort of leaked that they will be. Should be very interesting. So yeah, on my server you can have a pink horse, you can have pink hair, you can have a green horse, you can have green hair. My issue here is not to try and make it realistic. I have ghosts, I have zombies. I enjoy sort of the outside of the box kind of thinking, and you know, just because something doesn't exist in reality, if I want to have my horse show up with a unicorn horn, uh, yeah, if that's what I want to do, and if people want to come here, that would be completely their choice. I'm not much given to doing what everybody else is doing. It's sort of not an issue for me. Ooh, I didn't know if you were going to make that. Okay, let's get these turned in. Alright, just spam that. I gotta figure out why on earth I keep doing that. Alright. I do have to brush you. You're getting to be a little bit filthy. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Alright, let's go take a look. I want to see what I have set up for my lockpick. I don't have a lockpick in the database. I don't know why I need one. Let's go take a look and see. Meanwhile, I think that that's probably going to be my time for streaming. I am glad you watched. If I offended anyone, well, sometimes that happens. I am who I am. I do what I do. But let's turn that back down. I bet you that would have helped. All right. I'm just going to say thank you for watching and bye for now. Look forward to seeing you again.